What's up, everybody? Check me out. I got one I've been thinking about. You guys ready for this one? It's called the wild pineapple. Now, let's do some adjusting. Get comfortable. Y'all good? I'm good. All right. So now, I was in South Bay County Jail. This was 1991. I'm facing prison for an armed robbery. I was accused of robbing a drug dealer, and he said I stole the drugs he was selling out of his house. I just knew I was gonna get out. There's no way I'm gonna get convicted of robbing a drug dealer, right? How you gonna come to court and stand up and say I was stealing the drugs you were selling out of your house? You can't do that, right? Well, yeah, I found out you can. Anyway, that's not the story. So for those who haven't haven't been keeping up, if you knew, I got a bunch of backstories that lead up to now. So it all started for those that are new, the story starts in the first video is 1991, Old County Jail. Number 2 is Hood Star Snow Rock. Number 3 is SD County Jail. 4, anyway, if you haven't checked those out, look at the end and you can catch up. Hit the like and subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment. If you got a question, if you know what I'm saying, got anything you want to add, take away, questions, you know what I'm saying, not sure of, something you don't understand, put it in the comments, let me know, you know what I'm saying, I'll get back at you. You know what I mean? I got you. So now I'm in county jail, and because I'm white, I'm running with the Crips. You know, so this is my background. I know people are like, what? 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 All right. So, but now because of the way I was raised, I'm running with the Crips and I'm in jail. And now the way things are, they're racially segregated and separated up in there. And, I'm going against the rules and regulations of how things are supposed to be. So this makes me a target. And I know it. So I'm always thinking about my survival. The homies gave me a knife the day I got in the tank. So now I'm here to show everybody this Crip. I ain't going nowhere. So this tank is big. There are 50 cells. 25 cells upstairs, 25 cells downstairs. 3 men per cell. I was upstairs. When new people came, the elevator opened. I guess a bus came from downtown county jail, brought people here, and so we got 8 people in. So now they're in the everyone is checking out the new fish. So that's what people are called, the new fish. So the new fish come into the tank, and everybody checks them out, see if they're bait, or you never know. You might, a shark might come into the tank. It is what it is. So I noticed one standout. That was a white boy. He was a little bit bigger than me, had about 20 pounds on me, but he wasn't as tall as me. They brought like 8 people to the tank. They were all in the viewing room. That's what I call the area in front of the elevator. It was where you were held like the Sally Port, so that the other animals could get a look at you. Then the doors open up and the fun begins. You have to step inside. So they let them in and they check in with the tank captain, and there are each tank has three white workers, three black workers, three Hispanic workers. So, one race changes. So one of the races is a tank captain, and they keep track of, who's in what cell and what's what, they have a little clipboard or whatever, but the man in the booth, tank captain has to deal with the pig in the booth, which is the officer in the booth that watches over us. So the three workers, these are inmates, not these are people that are in jail, you know. They're just working for an extra tray or more phone time, or there's little perks with, if you're working, you get extra, you get extras, and that's how it works. So they figure out where to move these guys, and then there was some issue with the guy that resembled a Tasmanian devil. Little dude, wild hair, I didn't know who he was. Um, he looked like a Samoan, but too small. Uh, he was having an issue with the white boy that I was watching, the big white boy. So I was watching the big white boy, and I seen, they was having some words, and I'm saying, it wasn't nice words. So they were in the cell on the bottom tier, and I was upstairs. So once they went under, into the cells under the tier, I couldn't see no more. So I went back to watching TV. We was upstairs in the TV room, and they went into the cell on the first floor. It was about 10 minutes past. Then you heard rumble, and then the sound of someone tussling up in the cell. You know that sound. Once you hear it, people, start getting louder. And the whole point is to throw the pig off. The whole idea is the police ain't gotta know nothing. It's a distraction so that we can get an understanding. If two people got a problem, take it into the cell. After you leave out of that cell, that's it. You gotta go. That's it. Or you gotta go. Sometimes, two people have a problem, go up in the cell. After that, they come up out of there. Problems, This is with the blacks. I'm running with the blacks. So, this is with the blacks. Now, different races have different issues. Different races have different rules. Different races, choose to do whatever they want to do. That's like, there's some rules where, Hispanics ain't gonna get no black head of fade, and that's, I've seen it over and over. Where one Hispanic is, he's, he's a man, he's like, man, I'll take a fade with anybody. So, end up taking a fade with a brother. And then here come three other, Mexicans who's jumping in because, that's, they get down. That's the way the rules is. You don't let no, you don't leave your brother out there. If you're Hispanic, you don't let no Hispanic fight without you fight. You know what I mean? So one go, we all go. That's their structure, and their structure is solid. You know what I mean? They say jump, they up in the air when we come back down. But yeah, it's a lot of, I know a whole bunch of, Southsiders, Pisces, Hispanics that, will take a fade with whoever, and is ready for whatever. But, per politics and their rules, and then, they have to follow politics, They have to follow their rules. That's the way it is. So the word is the wild looking pineapple. And this is the guy's name. Uh, had words with the white boy, and they put him in the cell with another white boy. Them in the same cell. Now the white boy is begging for a move, so the vultures sweep in, and the white boys move him to a different cell. Pineapple is Hawaiian, so he is considered an other. Others meaning not white, black, or Hispanic. Anything outside is considered the other. If you're Cuban, if you're, you know what I'm saying, Asian, if you're Indian, if you're, you know what I'm saying, Tibetan, Mongolian, anything Russian, you're a other. You can, oh, I'm a other. So it's just a designation, you know what I mean? And I preferably don't like going by designations. So now the two have passed. So now 2 days have passed. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people get down and that's it. So Pineapple got down with the white boy, you know what I'm saying? Something about, you know what I'm saying? They had an issue. So then he moved into another cell. So now Pineapple's in the cell with the other white boy. So the other white boy is a square, you know what I mean? Don't really mess with nobody. And uh, so now 2 days have passed and it's canteen day. I have met and I like Pineapple. He was a straight dude. He had been playing spades. We had been playing spades when he asked me how much it would cost me to hold some canteen for him. I asked him what he was talking about, and he explained. He said, I'm going to take my celly's canteen, and then I'm going to pay you for the gambling debts that I'm losing right now. And then, whenever I need something, I just get it from you. You get, you know what I'm saying, what do you want? I'm like, man, shit, you know what I'm saying, what about the white boys? And he said, the white boys don't want to see you. You already know that. If they did, they would have came already. These white boys ain't fisting to fuck with you. So they ain't gonna say shit. If they got a problem, I'll deal with it. I'm taking his shit and paying you. You ain't got nothing to do with the white boys. Your business is with me. Don't worry about it. I got it. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, hold on. So I called my boy over there, you know what I'm saying, it's one person in the tank that, you know what I'm saying, I really trust. So I hollered at him, you know what I'm saying, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we want, you know what I'm saying, we want a cut. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, we come up, okay, cool. So we get a cut of the canteen. So, you know what I'm saying, we with that. We back up Pineapple, you know what I'm saying, the white boys can't fuck with him. You know what I mean? So it's cool. We on. So it went like he planned, and I got paid to hold Pineapple's canteen. The very next day, the white boy in the cell with Pineapple told the police he didn't want to be here anymore. And, you know what I'm saying, joined the people in PC. Now, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Everybody has their choices to make, and Pineapple was a hustler. Pineapple was a little special, you know. But Pineapple didn't have nobody to send him nothing. We had talked, you know what I mean, and I didn't either, and you know what I'm saying, he was gonna get it however, you know what I mean, and the way he figured, you know what I'm saying, if he didn't take the shit, somebody else would. So might as well go to, you know what I'm saying, to good people. But anyway, that's the way it was in there. Like I said, one of my analogies of, you know what I'm saying, incarceration is it's a big swimming pool full of sharks. Every now and then they throw in a tuna. What's gonna happen? Hey, on that note, stay safe. Don't be the tuna. Keep watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.